my people. This is Sunday Mag Bam Podcast. Much respect to all my peoples right here. Now, we're gonna get into some things right here. As you can see, they tell you that USA is basically, deploying these jets to fight cartels, people. Remember this, they're telling you that these cartels spread out in these South American countries, including Mexico, and now they're telling you it's a war now. Remember, Donald Trump already declared them as terrorists or signed executive orders to go after them like terrorists. So they claim that they can go into any one of these countries and pick up these drug cartels. I'm going to show you this world stage at its best right here, just to supposedly disrupt the people in these times. Remember, they're telling you now that they're just ready to fight drugs, people, in America and fight cartels. We're going to get into it, and I'm going to show you Hoax at its best right here. Run it.
Breaking news. Reuters reporting the U.S. is ordering the deployment of 10 F-35 fighter jets to Puerto Rico.
F-35 jets to Puerto Rico. Listen to this right here, people, because I tell you, they're starting off a new world war. Even if they have to use drugs in it, people, remember, they're not talking about cocaine, methamphetamine, and these things anymore, opium and these things. No, it's just pills, people. Can you believe it? No, it's just pills. They're fighting drug dealers to stop bringing it to America. These drug cartels is distributing pills, people. Can you believe it? Let's listen. Pay attention to this.
Aid in the fight against the cartels. That's in addition to the U.S. military presence already in the Southern Caribbean.
Okay.
These developments come after the Department of Defense told News Nation 2 Venezuelan fighter jets flew near a U.S. Navy warship in what they called a provocative maneuver.
Okay, so you hear what happened, people? So now Venezuela, they claim, fly a fighter jet close to Puerto Rico, right in that area, so Americans send their fighter jet. Because remember, Puerto Rico supposedly belongs to America. So this is where they tell you the tension is growing from, because America start, hunting cartels in Venezuela. Pay attention and remember the mass deportation of these Venezuelans that they already let in. They let them in the border, give them supposedly promise a sanctuary and all, and now they at war with Venezuelans. Do you get it, people? Pay attention to this and listen.
The Pentagon warns Venezuela not to interfere with beefed up U.S. naval presence in the region. The flyover just 2 days after the U.S. hit a suspected Venezuelan drug smuggling boat, killing 11.
Yes, and that was bullshit, and they tell you it's killing 11. What a bullshit. I'll show you the bullshit footage, people. And if you have any sense, as a matter of fact, I'm not even going to question it like I think the bitter truth people believe in it. I already know none of y'all believe that dumb shit. But I'm just saying, for them to show that to the public and sell them that they blew up a boat that was bringing in all this drug and got 11 people in it, 11 men in it carrying all this drug. It's a canoe with an engine on it, people. No lie. There's no other way to describe it. And that's how the sophisticated drug dealing happening from Venezuela to America. And by the way, they tell you they saw that boat just leave Venezuela and they know exactly where it was going, that it was coming to America with drugs in it. How did they know, people, that drugs on that boat? How would they? I guess they can see right in it because it's a canoe. But I'm saying, people, as soon as the boat leave Venezuela, you know exactly that it's heading to America, so you fire up on it. This is bullshit, people, the dumbest shit in the world. But this is what they're going to sell people for reality nowadays. Listen.
General William Enyart with us now.
Look at it, people. Look.
Good morning to you. What's your read on this situation?
What's your read?
Well, I question why in the world anybody would need to use F-15s against drug smugglers.
You see that, people? And what's F-15? Just be real here. What's F-15? The F is a 6. You don't need to ask what is a 15, 1 and 5. So they give you the coding right there in the planes. Yes, people, that's the same exact question I asked. You see a little canoe, supposedly, and you waste one of those expensive bombs on it, people? This is dumb shit for the masses. Since you see it and know where it's at, why didn't just roll up on them like you could with those Coast Guard and these people that you used to watch the water? This is bullshit for the dumb people. It's a fake war. Listen.
it appears to me that Donald Trump is escalating this in order to provide yet another distraction from all of the many problems he's facing here domestically.
Yes, people, most of it is distraction, 100% in. So I'm asking you a question. They just don't know about these drug dealers and drugs cartels, people. They just know about them. The ones that been serving up America, supposedly, these drugs forever. Oh, it's because it's fentanyl now and not cocaine? It's all bull crap for the people right here. Just a show they're putting on.
Between tariffs and Epstein and Epstein, the labor market. Yes. So clearly...
By the way, people, the Epstein's another distraction that he mentioned that we've been distracted from. You're not listening to what they're saying here, people. They mentioned the Epstein bullshit. That's another distraction. They're not using this to distract us from the Epstein. The Epstein is also a distraction in hell. Listen.
You don't need to use F-15s to strike drug smuggling.
They're full of shit, people. It's bullshit.
How do you target cartels that are bringing drugs into the country?
Listen.
Well, it's a law enforcement operation. It's been a law enforcement operation. Donald Trump has begun using the military in ways that simply have never been done and, frankly, go far beyond his legal authority to do so. The question of the drug smuggling boat, alleged, I should say, drug smuggling boat. That
exactly. Right word, alleged. Because there's no way you would want to look smart and don't use that word alleged, because the video that you show don't show shit, so it's still alleged. And exactly what the boat is and what the boat doing is alleged. You don't know. Remember what I just explained, people. They say they saw the boat leave Venezuelan shores. And of course, it comes to America right away. As soon as the boat leave, people, they know where it's going. I guess it's pointing to the direction of America. It's stupidity. 100% stupid shit they're feeding the Americans right here. As a matter of fact, it's the world they're brainwashing with this dumb shit right here. And don't worry about it. You're going to hear them mention more other countries, supposedly, that they claim is bringing in America drugs. Supposedly fentanyl and all. All bullshit for the dumb people. They make those things right here in America. For the Americans, by the Americans. Bam.
Destroyed by the U.S. military the other day. Were they operating under the laws of war? Were they
laws of war?
Were they murdering, frankly, people who are alleged to be drug smugglers? We have no evidence they were in fact drug smugglers. We have no evidence there were drugs on board. So,
of course, somebody have to come and highlight that, people. There is no way they could just sit there and don't highlight that if they want to look smart. You understand what I'm saying? We know they control oppositions, but if they want to look smart, they have to highlight the fact that nobody know what that boat was. The fucking canoe. Nobody know what it was. You didn't stay that far. You can't show us no drugs in the boat. You can't. You can't show us 11 people on that boat either. And don't tell me Venezuela is filling up America with all these drugs and that's the way they bring it in. It's too stupid, people. Remember, the water is full with Coast Guards and these peoples. You can't just ride a speedboat into America. You have to use some kind of strategy. You couldn't just jump in a boat from Venezuela and just roll it right into America. It got to be something behind it, some kind of disguise or something. Do you understand what I'm saying here, people? So what kind of drug operation is that? The one that flood America with drugs? I don't buy it. It's bullshit.
This is clearly an escalation of the use of military force that is uncalled for when it should be a drug enforcement operation run by DEA and the Coast Guard.
When it comes to these types of military maneuvers that we're seeing in international waters, what's the risk of a miscalculation or a misinterpretation?
I'm telling you, people, you need to wake up and understand this. It's not about drugs. It's the gatekeeping of the masses. Nobody get it, man. Those areas is really important to these people. You best understand. As you could see, they're showing you the whole Caribbean Sea, supposedly, right there with all these Caribbean islands. And that's where their problem at. They claim that the drugs is coming from Venezuela and these places. They see Venezuela way down here, you know, like a big bigger country than these islands, as we're going to call it. But there you go, people. The troubles is right here in Venezuela, where they tell you produce the most oil in the world. One of the countries who produce the most oil in the world. Oil, people. They have more oil than America and a lot of these countries. And that's what they depend on to live. The whole world depend on the oil to keep them alive and to keep them surviving. Remember, the oil even give you electric. Every damn thing. Okay? So with Venezuela producing that oil, people, and America and these countries got to have it, they have to buy it from them. Why would the Venezuelan need to make fentanyl to sell it to America? That's a good question that you need to look into. I know it might sound stupid until you get to looking in it. I'm just saying, people, they produce one of the most important things in the world. One of the most important resources that they have in this earth. As far as technology and everything, that's the same shit. No technology work without electric. No electric work without that same oil. So tell me, people, why would Venezuela need to do fentanyl in America and not oil? It's bullshit. Why Venezuela need to sell America drugs? Venezuela is a smaller country and they're producing that expensive and vital thing to humanity, oil. That means they're supposed to be richer than America. Period. Point blank. Done. The economy, everything. They're supposed to be richer than America. Period. That don't produce nothing at all. Do you understand? Okay, so why would the Venezuelan peoples want to come to America? Why? You see, the world is a stage or what? Because the world is a stage, people, and America play Babylon. That's why they give you all of these supposedly agendas surrounding America. It's bullshit. 100% bullshit. So every country now trying to bring some drugs to America, something like a fentanyl. Let me tell you something that you don't understand. Fentanyl and those things is foreign in a place like Venezuela. I'm done. I'm just letting you understand that. In those countries, these fentanyl of the world is foreign. Only in America, that shit tossed around like that, using hospital settings and everything. And now you're going to blame it on another country. Cartels bringing in it to America. What a damn joke for the people. Move.
The Pentagon says 2 Venezuelan F-16 fighter jets flew near a U.S. Navy vessel.
And of course, people, they have the same kind of jets as the Americans. I guess F-16 is what they have, and America got the F-15. I don't know. It sounds like bullshit to me, people. Made up shit for the dumb masses. Listen.
International waters Thursday in a, quote, highly provocative move. This marks a new escalation in the two countries' standoff over Washington's Caribbean deployment.
Caribbean deployment and standoff. Listen to this.
Trip to neighboring Ecuador on Thursday, Secretary of State Marco Rubio underlined the U.S.'s increasingly aggressive stance towards Venezuelan leader Nicolas Maduro.
Okay, so it's a problem they have with the leader of Venezuela. Remember, the Chavez character before that, they have a problem with him also. Remember, he always have a problem with America and claim that he don't want to sell America no oil and all that. Remember, people, I'm going to remind you again, Venezuela is one of the countries that produce the most oil in the world. Period. Okay, listen.
Nicolas Maduro is an indicted drug trafficker in the United States, and he's a fugitive of American justice.
And he's a fugitive of American justice. By the way, I don't want you to hear me talking about they're producing oil and just don't take that as actual. I'm just saying. I'm just going off what they tell you. You understand what I'm saying here? I'm going off the world stage, what they tell you it is. And now they give you this. Do you understand what I'm saying? So don't get it twisted because they can't dig no oil out the ground. But I'm talking about the operation, the world stage that they sell us. Do you get what I'm saying? So if you sell us that place as the ones that producing all these oil, why they need to produce fentanyl also to send to America? That's what I'm saying. But listen to this sodomite they call Ricky Rubio right there. He got the eagle wings right there to represent him. He had the star right there to represent the fallen angels, the ones that give them the script, the one who they're working for on the
hunt
stage.
For drug dealers with the little fast boats and say, let's try to arrest them. No, the president has said he wants to wage war on these groups because they've been waging war on us for 30 years.
Yes, they're waging war on us for 30 years. You know why he said they're waging war? Because they're sending the pill that the American needs. That's what they tell you. They're sending the drugs that America need to make America what it is. I already told you. Now, a lot of Americans, they don't get it. I'm American also when you look at it. So when I say these things, a lot of people say, oh, you just hating America. It's just the truth, people. It's just the truth. America is playing Babylon. Why you think they're responsible for all of these things? Oh, let's fly over here because these people doing that. Oh, let's go invade here because these people doing that. Oh, let's go arrest these people. They're playing Babylon. I didn't make it up. So you have to understand, this is what they got planned. Go back again and listen to what the Ricky Rubio saying, and you'll get the point.
We're not just going to hunt for drug dealers with the little fast boats and say, let's try to arrest them.
Yes, no, they're not going to just run up on no drug dealer in this little small boat and just try to arrest them. No, that's not what the Donald Trump have in mind, supposedly. Listen, they're going to blow it up. That's what they're telling you.
The president has said he wants to wage war on these groups because they've been waging war on us for 30 years and no one has responded.
So they're raging war on us for 30 years and nobody responded. So now Donald Trump ready to respond after 30 years. They claim the drugs been coming in. It's a war on America, even though it's America need those drugs. Listen.
There's no need to do that in many cases with the friendly governments because the friendly governments are going to help us. They may do it themselves.
Okay, so you don't need to shoot up a canoe or blow up a canoe if the government was friendly to them, but the government is not friendly to them, so therefore they're raging a war against the drug dealers. I guess they're telling you the government is tied to bringing in fentanyl in the country. What a joke, people. The fentanyl that they're selling for $2 a pop. I'm just saying. Of course, it's going to make the Venezuelan government rich, even though they claim to produce all this oil. I'm just saying, people, it's bullshit and you have to see it for what it is. The whole thing is distraction for the dumb people. Why you think the Marco Rubio is right there? Just to bring you these lies right here. Listen. Look,
in
people,
Caracas,
there go the guy.
Venezuelan President Nicolas Maduro says imperialism is launching a new attack that is aimed at regime change. He insists his country will stand firm, but he will be relying on China for help.
Okay, listen, people. So I guess he claimed that they're coming for his regime. They want to change regime. You know, that's how America supposedly do things. Like I say, it's Babylon. They play role police. So they claim that America want to change over the regime, which is all an act, people, to bring you destruction. So yes, this guy right here, they don't want him there. So they want to make a regime change. Now they're telling you that he actually hooking up with China. Remember, America keeps scaring the Americans about China of all of these sophisticated weapons and these things that they can do to the Americans. Everything tied to Chinese when it comes to the destruction of Americans. So yes, they're going to show you that this guy hooked up with China and now the war is on. But hold on, people. You see Putin. You see all of them hook up with the same peoples, including Donald Trump. Donald Trump invited Xi Jinping to the inauguration. I never say he make it or he didn't make it or he came, but it was an invitation to bring him here. They come here all the time, shake hands, chill in the White House. Just like you see him bring the Putin here and they play around with the people. There is no war, people. It's just a show, a stage show they're putting on for the masses. It's the same thing going on right here. So now they tell you this guy hook up with supposedly China. Now America need to worry. They never scared of Venezuelans or Venezuela. But now that they tell you hook up with China, you have a problem. Listen.
A speedboat in international waters hit by a US airstrike.
That's what they got to show you. A black and white, no pixel, supposedly video. And that's what gonna prove it to the Americans that actually happened. What a dumb shit for the masses.
The Trump administration claims, without providing evidence, that the boat was being used to smuggle drugs.
Look at the boat, people. Look at the boat.
It is the first attack by US forces since their deployment in the Caribbean, just outside Venezuela's territorial waters. The White House says their goal is to combat threats from drug cartels, which the Trump administration claims...
Where is the drug cartels, people? Where is the cartels? The only people they're going back and forth with is the damn government. The people that they show, the one they show you. The character that they claim play president. That's the only one they're showing you. Going back and forth with them. Where is the cartels, people? Who is the cartels? It's fakery. 100%. And you know this. Now America keep telling you about drug bust every single day now. Every single day they have the biggest drug bust. Right in these times when they have this operation going on. Do you get it or not? Just a show. Listen.
Being run by Venezuelan President Nicolas Maduro.
See? It's him.
Caracas
has... him is the cartel, right, people? He is the cartel. What did I tell you they call cartel in Mexico? Is the Mexican army. The damn Mexican government is the one they call Mexican cartel. Don't worry about it. It's 100% truth. And it's the same thing they're showing you with Venezuela. The only cartel they can show you is the president. The person who they claim run the country right there is the only one they can show you when they mention cartels. Where is the cartels in Venezuela? What a bullshit for the masses. So before they show you these Venezuelans and these people from these countries walking to America in a supposedly caravan, and most of them, they tell you, is running from gang rivalry and gang take over their city and gang take over their country. Government can't save them. Nobody can. Police can. So they have to run to America. That's what they tell you. The same people from Venezuela. But hold on. They have cartels there as well. They have drug cartels and the gang is separate that running these people out of the country? Wow. What a bullshit, people. Something that you could never put together and get anything out of it. Because it's bullshit. Made up shit for the public.
Responded by deploying troops along the coast and urging millions to join the militia.
Look at this.
In response to maximum military pressure, we have declared maximum readiness for the defense of Venezuela.
And this is the only way they're gonna show them. Remember, like I mentioned, the one that used to be there before is the same way. He always running his mouth. He always supposed to be sending threat to America. It's the same thing, people. Remember, they're not gonna fight. It's just a hoax on the world stage just to disrupt these people in Venezuela and also the peoples in America. That's the only people it's gonna affect. It's not gonna affect this sodomite that you see on screen. Just a masked up character like the Donald Trump. No different, people. So Mama ask you a question. What's the fight about? Who is gonna really fight? Who is gonna be hurt in the end of the day when everything finish in the aftermath? Who is gonna be hurt? The regular people like me and you. These sodomites is playing on the world stage.
In the face of maximum pressure, maximum readiness.
Maximum readiness. What a joke.
Caught in a sudden standoff with the US, Maduro has been keen to emphasize his relationship with other powerful countries.
See?
Top of that list is the main US rival, China.
So you see it? It's the main US rival, people. China. What a joke. And if you want to be real, they're the closest, period. They're close. You don't get it, people. They're close. 100% close. And America, for a place to claim that right there that they just claim, that them and China have big beef and it's their enemy. They don't deport Chinese from America, period. In most cases, people, the Chinese are already straight that you see in America. They don't really have no illegal Chinese. Or if they do, they don't really pick them up. But China is the greatest enemy of America? This is stupid here, people. You can see them round up people A matter of fact, you could go to jail and you never see one Chinese in there. Is it because they got less of their population here? They got less people in America? No, they actually have more. They have a lot of Chinese in America, more than a lot of other races or other places people come from. China make up more of America, where you can have a Chinatown in every city almost. I'm just saying, something that you need to look into. Whenever you see, go to any one of those detention centers. There is not one Chinese in there. You will see somebody from everywhere in the world. You will never see Chinese in there. I'm just saying, you go to jail, you don't see the lack of Chinese. I'm just saying, people, it's one of their closest supposedly peoples. No lie. They cemented in America, the whole thing. And they play these games on you. So now with a country that tied that deep, you can't tell me you don't see the ties. Because the supposedly exchange of goods tell you. What America depending on China for, tell you. They depend on China like no other countries in the world. America depend on China like no other country. There's no other country lean on China like America. Do you hear me? 3/4 of the goods that in America that Americans attach to make it America actually come from China, including the technology. So you see the world stage, people? Finish, listen.
Venezuela has become reliant on Chinese support after years of economic mismanagement.
China never fire a shot, people. China never war nothing. None of those countries that they claim is dangerous never fire off a shot. You don't believe me, man. You don't believe me. These countries that they claim is dangerous, they're never known to fire off a shot. I'm not mentioning bombs. I'm not mentioning missiles and these warheads. I say shots. Not even a shot. They don't know to fire a shot. People have a 38 fucking gun. They don't know to fire shots. They don't know for war. They don't know for shit. Those are the countries that gonna hype and America go be scared of, right? Like a China. Why would people scared of Chinese? Why would people scared of China army? It's bullshit. What do you ever see them do to prove that they can fight? I don't understand, people. I guess mouth is what give them these ranking. Just word of mouth, just rumors. How we know that China can war? How we know that they can fight? The North Koreans that you show us marching around in sync. That's what you show us, them marching in sync and they're looking in the same direction and they look like fucking retarded robots. So because they're in sync and they follow orders, they're dangerous. America need to scare them. Bullshit. Never fire a shot. The things that they show you going on in America don't happen in China. Don't happen in those Asian countries and these countries that they claim is bad and that gonna end up destroy America and these things. You go there, they don't commit these kind of wicked murder and acts on the people against each other. They don't do that. So the Americans is way, way more dangerous than those places. Even the regular citizens is more dangerous than the damn soldiers. That's what I'm trying to tell you, man. So now you're going to tell us that China create these military force that super soldiers and all of this shit where soldiers can run through bullets and run through fire. All bullshit, people. Just to paint a picture of these countries like they're actually dangerous, like they're actually a threat to America, a Venezuela, a damn China. All bullshit. Don't be scared of these peoples or these countries that they're trying to let you scared of, because the agenda gonna hit you in the face like bam.
And US sanctions. But their relationship is not an equal one. With hyperinflation rising and millions of Venezuelans facing food insecurity,
you're facing food insecurity even though they produce one of the world, most important, thing in this world. One of the most important, and they produce it. The people need it to live and they produce it and they're hungry. Wow. Unbelievable. Listen.
Is vastly dependent on oil exports.
You see?
In June and July of this year, over
listen.
90% of those were destined for China. But Venezuelan petroleum was estimated to make up only around 5% of China's total oil imports in the same period. Beijing has also lent Maduro's government around $60 billion.
Yes, 60 billion is the coding. So they lend them 60 billion Chinese money? Okay. Can you use that in Venezuela? Is this a joke or is US dollar you talking about? Don't tell me you telling the China lend them US? Okay, go back. What a joke, people. The Chinese money don't worth shit. Listen.
Venezuelan petroleum was estimated to make up only around 5% of China's total oil imports in the same period. Beijing has also lent Maduro's government around $60 billion.
$60 billion in what? In yen? In Chinese money? In Venezuela money? What kind of money is it? The world have different. Every country have a different note. They carry different paper for money. You value different. You value different, people. You don't value the same. You see a $10 here and a $10 in China, two different things. Just name $10, but it's different. It's spent different. It value different. So what kind of money did China lend the Venezuelan government? What kind of money is it? Bullshit.
To help prop up the economy, more than it has lent to the rest of the continent combined.
What a joke,
While
people.
This makes
and don't worry about it. China always have money to lend to every country, including yours truly, America. Do you understand what they said? Do you understand what the world stage tell you about the debt that America owes to China? Trillions of dollars. So I'm going to ask you this question, people. A third world country like a China, where do they get money to lend all these countries? Where did China money come from? Where, how? Unbelievable. Unbelievable, people. So yes, China is richer than all of these countries. China even richer than America. You have to say that because China owes American debt. That's what they tell you. America owes China trillions. I didn't make it up. That's what they tell you. So I wanted to know how did China produce so much money? By the way, their money don't worth shit. Just like the rest of the poor countries that their money don't value shit in the US. So how did China get to a pinnacle where they can lend all these country money? China known as a poor country from day one. They show you all how they live and how they do their people and all. Poor country. All of a sudden now, China, I guess, is the richest country. Lending country money and everything. Wow. Unbelievable, people. Unbelievable. Listen.
Venezuela a useful strategic and trade partner for Beijing, it makes China vitally important for Caracas. As tensions with the US rise, Maduro has tried to emphasize his relationship with Xi Jinping, showing off a supposedly unhackable phone gifted to him by the Chinese president.
Of course, China give him an unhackable phone. And I guess he gonna need that fucking with the Americans because they will hack him. What a joke for the dumb people. Take a look at this right here, people. Is it a joke? Come on, the hour. Listen.
And China has responded to the US deployment in the Caribbean, saying they oppose the use or threat of force in international relations and the interference of external forces in Venezuela's internal affairs under any pretext.
Wow, so now China is playing the good guy that gonna save Venezuela from America. Listen.
Just how China would react to any direct conflict between the US and Venezuela remains, for now, unclear.
Wow, what a joke for the people.
And I'm joined here in the studio by DW correspondent Oscar Schlenker, who's reported...
Now take a look at the Venezuelan flag. Now, I always tell the people, you see the yellow on it, but it don't make no difference. You notice what you see? The stars. If you notice, people, all of these countries, every time they tied up or they're in conflict, or they are the same damn logos and the flags that represent them. Not making it up. Take a look. Venezuela got the red and blue, the same division for the masses. But the stars is what important right there. The star represent the fallen angels that running the whole shit. There it is on the China flags as well. And don't ask when it comes to the American flag, the stars and stripe. Listen.
For a very long time in Venezuela, you're actually from Venezuela as well. Oscar, the question we're asking, I guess, is we're seeing these tensions ratchet up between the United States and Venezuela. What could China's response potentially be if this were to break out into a direct conflict?
Well, I think China knows that Venezuela is a very strategic geopolitical partner in the region. It's the one that's received the most financial help from China. But China has also noticed that a lot of those projects that it has done in Venezuela have not been completed because of corruption and mishandlement of those funds. We didn't see a direct...
All of this is brainwash for the public. And why is the public really interested in that shit right there? Because it's what they're going to spring off as your destruction right there. And don't worry about it. Like I say, people, the destruction is coming. So they make it look like the world have tensions. Do you understand? This is how the world operation with all these countries gonna be destruction. All of them gonna claim to have some kind of beef, some kind of tension. Yes, so the peoples can stay at bay. Anywhere you at, that's where you're gonna have to stay. I'm sorry to be the one to tell you, but they're coming up with these things so you can stay at bay. All these countries have intentions, meaning people can travel back and forth from there. Bam.
My next guest is an ex-Chicago kingpin who went from dealing billions of...
Ex-Chicago kingpin. Take a look at this right here. And by the way, this sodomite that you see on screen used to be one of those commentators on ESPN. Will Collins. Now look at him. Now he's reading the news on Fox, FOX 666 in numerology. There go the star. Represent the fallen. They can't leave it out. Listen.
Dollars worth of drugs as one of North America's most successful cocaine traffickers to bringing down the infamous drug lord El Chapo.
So listen, people, they got that person in there, one of the most infamous drug dealer, period, now becomes one of them. Now they siding with the police and help take down El Chapo. By the way, El Chapo is a 33 code in the name. El Chapo, 33 for Freemasonry. And I break him down too many times for the bitter truth people not to know him. So I already know you know who he is. We break him down as a Decepticon on the world stage. Basically playing this big bad drug dealer, escape from prison and all bullshit for the dumb people. I guess that can explain why America full with cocaine. Yes, it's these cartels bringing it in and they have to show you a face. Just like the Pablo Escobar from Colombia back in the days. They tell you they lock him up in his own prison. All bullshit when it comes to these kingpin drug dealers.
Government informant. He is former Sinaloa cartel kingpin Margarito.
Look, people,
J.
there go the
Flores.
CEO of a cartel, a former cartel, people. The cartel that's so dangerous. This guy now come from the cartel and now selling out the cartel and on TV. And by the way, people, COVID style. You just up COVID style. COVID pandemic style. You remember when we used to talk about it and say, listen, you tell somebody to wear a fucking mask to go in the store, they should pull out a gun on you and joke you, rob you right there. I wouldn't feel no kind of way for it. Jam you up. As a matter of fact, when you tell me I need a mask, that's what I want to do. You come tell me I need a mask to come in the store. Of course I will rob your ass if I'm have to wear a mask to come in. Stick it up. Give me what you have then. That's how I feel. Okay, so they're showing you right here that this guy can just go COVID mode and he's masked up. They can't tell who he is because it's a cartel that turned snitch. So that means you have to fully hide. But all he needs is a COVID mask and a glasses. And that's it. What a joke for the people. I told you the world is backwards. Listen.
Jr., who who joins us here on set. Jay, it's great to see you again. We've been together on several occasions. I feel like it's necessary every time.
He's an informer in a COVID mask to hide his face. Yes, they're not gonna figure him out, people. He can sell out El Chapo and everybody as the cartel right there. I guess he's still in the cartel and working for the police at the same time, so you need to keep a cover.
For the audience, why you are wearing that mask, why you are wearing the sunglasses.
See? You have COVID. That's the reason. Are you scared of COVID? That's the reason why you tell us to wear the mask. So you don't have to come explain why you're wearing a COVID mask. What a bullshit. Listen.
Fear of persecution. My life will continue.
Go back.
Again, we've been together on several occasions. I feel like it's necessary every time to clarify for the audience why you are wearing that mask, why you are wearing the sunglasses.
Listen. And the sunglasses.
Fear of persecution. My life will continue to be in danger. I testify against the most deadliest and powerful drug.
What a fucking joke. His life is in danger because he just fight against the most powerful drug dealer. I guess he's talking about El Chapo. So you want to tell me that those cartels is that retarded? That cartel that you was a part of is that retarded? They know you. Imagine you have this big guy, you have this big member in the cartel, and all of a sudden he switch out and start informing and sitting on TV with a COVID mask on and a glasses and say, hey, they're not gonna know it was one of the top general that used to help them distribute drugs to America. They're not gonna notice that it's me. They're not gonna notice the airline and the face and the whole forehead and the ears and the neck and the whole body structure. They're not gonna notice that. They're just looking to see if they can see my mouth. And if they don't see my mouth and my nose, they don't know who I am. Yes, buddy, you in disguise.
That existed. So yes, it's for my safety.
Yeah, it's for your safety.
And I know that many individuals might think that I still look the same, and but I don't. But I do it for my safety.
You see?
Well,
he said they might think he look the same, but he don't. He just doing it for his safety. What a bullshit for the dumb masses. What make you think it's important to bring on this guy if he's an informer for America, informing on the fucking cartels? Why you need to bring him on Fox? Why? You go jeopardize the whole thing, man. They're informing for a whole country, man. They're informing for America. They're trying to catch the cartels. The cartels is on the loose and we need to catch them. But you're going to expose this guy's identity just to come show him to the Americans. I tell you, he's the one who help us out catching these cartels and El Chapo and them. Why would you risk that? It's bullshit. It's just for TV. And one thing I'm going to remind you again, there is no cartels. Sinaloa cartels is made up shit. 100% made up. And now they tell you they're just like terrorists. Remember what I tell you is a terrorist? Fake shit. 100% made up, fabricated shit. And now they tell you the cartels is the same.
We can all appreciate that, testifying against El Chapo. Going against the Sinaloa cartel. The Sinaloa cartel is one of the cartels, the primary cartel, in fact, that the Trump administration says they're going after and going on offense. What do you think about this as an approach, going on offense?
It's great, especially today as kickoff, right? We return that analogy, but taking it to where, the cartel's territories.
I'm going to ask you a question, people, with this fucking guy, because I don't know how they get away with this. And nobody asks this question. I'm going to ask you a question. Where did he come from? How did the cartel trust him to begin with? And he's an American. He's an American. He talk like American. He never even sound Spanish one time. You hear an accent on him? Okay, so how he was a part of the cartel with enough power to take them down, to take down El Chapo, one of the biggest drug dealer in our times. How did he get that type of connection in the cartels? Remember, it's Mexican cartels. Okay, listen.
With the bombing of a boat with drug traffickers, I think it sends a clear message to every drug trafficking organization and cartel that the Trump administration is taking this very seriously, and they're not playing any games.
But how high and how far do we have to escalate?
There you go, people. Look at the 11 people in the boat, and it's full with drugs to supply America. Look at it. You looking, people, or not? Wow. Look at it, people. 11 people in that boat, and it's full with drugs. enough for Donald Trump to blow it up with a $10 million bomb. Unbelievable, people. Don't let them fool you no more. It's done. The whole deception is done with the bomb truth around. Listen.
The war, Jay, you have talked about this with me. I mean, the number of drugs coming into Mexico and then coming into America, and the amount of money going back into Mexico. It's
of
like every time
you know.
we do something,
they know exactly how much money is going back, and they know exactly how much drugs is coming in America. Of course they know. Wow.
Swatting at a gnat. There's a swarm of gnats when it comes to the cartels.
Listen.
Yes, I believe the seizure of these precursor chemicals, I believe it was 600,000 kilograms of precursors, that has a more significant impact on
Remember they tell you they find all those chemicals that come from China to make it to Mexico? Yes, so that's why China is helping Venezuela to fight America, because they're the one who supply them with the chemical to make the drugs, supposedly. Listen.
Trafficking overall. But I think it's a multifaceted approach. It needs to continue. But as Mr. Holman said, that we're taking it to them, away games. But we all know that the team always plays better at home.
Look what they're showing you in the bus. They make sure I put a police jacket right there. I guess it's a supposedly, bulletproof jacket. It was posted up right there with the police on it for this bus.
That we have done
what a joke, people.
Enough things here at home to going after them.
You told me about that, like going after the cash here in America. Like that you've said that would cut off their lifeblood because they.
What about if you go after the drugs, but going after the cash? That means the drugs already sell to the people, and now you get the cash off it too fucking late. The people already take the drug. So if you can catch the money, why not catch the drugs, man? Like I say, people, it's all bullshit, and nobody saying can't grasp it. It's
ship
bullshit.
Cash back to Mexico in 18-wheelers.
In
Yes,
18-wheelers, they know exactly how they transport the money and all. Everything is known to these people right here.
I run a consulting company called Kingpin to Educator, and what I'm pushing for is that we do more going to go after the bulk US currency that goes across the country and across the
wow, he sounds stupid, people. He don't sound like nobody that helped them take down one of the most sophisticated drug operation in Mexico with El Chapo. They tell you it's him responsible for the takedown of El Chapo. What a damn joke for the masses. We ain't going no more in it. Like I said, there you go right there. They're showing you a cartel member right there. He used to be a cartel, now turning farmer, now selling out the cartels, and he actually get the El Chapo and all, and he post up on Fox TV right there for everybody to see. Just have on a sunshade and a COVID mask in fatigue. I guess nobody can see him. He's invisible. I'm on the run.